Want to get your hands on some sports cards?
Hell yes!
You're in the right place.
Good morning. Is everybody ready?
Welcome to the weekly Target Watch on Schultzy's Card Pulls.
All right, what's up, sports fans? Here early on a Tuesday. I know everybody is waiting very, very eagerly. How's everybody doing today? Hoping that Target.com restocks some sports cards. Hope you all are having a great start to your week. As good as it could be. Goodness gracious, everybody. I know we've been waiting at least a week and a half now, almost 2 weeks officially. Hope everybody is as good as you could be coming on in to Schultzy's Card Pulls, waiting for a sports card drop from Target.com. How y'all doing today? Let me know in the chat what's going on. Let's get everybody set up. Make sure that everybody is logged in. If you got any questions, let me know. How's everybody hanging this morning? Definitely a good weekend of sports for sure. Definitely lots of good football. This is the best time of year, man. The World Series just ended. So for about three and a half weeks, we had just some awesome baseball going on. The start of the NBA season, NFL football just getting good, college football in full swing, and my Oregon Duckies still sitting as the number 3 team in the nation. College football playoff. If it started today, the Ducks would make it. So heck yeah. Hope everybody is hanging out this morning and doing well. It is early, 3:57 Pacific time, 6:57 East Coast time, you guys. We're about 3 minutes away from the hot zone. Tua says he hasn't slept since 4 a.m. yesterday. That's crazy, man. Sorry, ESPN app, turn it on. And a Blazers highlight coming on. They actually won last night. Goodness gracious, beating the Raptors 118-113. Hands on fire, hit the likes. Yeah, appreciate that, you guys. Smash that like button. Helps me feed 2 kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. Northside says logged in and ready to go, Jimmy. Sal773 says they were messing with cards yesterday, Schultz. Well, that is a good indicator that something is definitely happening this week, I think. I mean, let's be honest, you guys. It's pretty, and Mike Levinson says, sup, Schultzy. Daniel Sisto says, yo. Good to see everybody in the chat this morning. Let's be honest, you guys. When they do skip a week, it is pretty obvious that Target.com is going to be restocking sports cards the following week. We've seen it every time they've happened to skip a week. So it's not really a question of if, really just when this week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I think it could be any of these days this week. So let's stay on our toes and be ready, you guys. Tons of stuff going on this weekend, though, that we could talk about. But I really, really hope that we could just see a restock happen really quickly this morning. I know I want everybody to score just like they were scoring those cello boxes a couple weeks ago. Last time we hit a restock on Target.com. All right, you guys. Thank you all for being here as usual. I know everybody just hoping that they can score cards, hanging out. Some of y'all find me entertaining. I appreciate that. Monday Night Football, huge last night. Oh, my goodness. I thought that the Rams were pretty much even on the road to guaranteed winner. I was wrong. I think a lot of other people were wrong. San Francisco slamming the LA Rams 31-10. Final score last night. Wow, what a game. Measy says, Schultzy, good morning. Question, is that your wife's voice introducing Schultzy's Card Pulls? That is absolutely. Yes, that is my wife's voice. Confirmed. Tua says, just not tired for some reason. Plus, just got out of work at 3:30. That makes sense, man. Well, good for you, buddy, having the ability to stay up like that. It's going to hit you at some point, but hey, I guess if you're awake, why not take advantage of it? See if you can score some sports cards. You know the restock could possibly be coming this morning, so yeah, I understand that you're staying up. Good job, man. Props to you. Definitely. All right, you guys, almost to the hot zone right now. Just seconds away, and then we'll be looking to see what happens on the monitors and on the back end of Target.com for the next 50 minutes or so. If this is your first time in here, welcome. Although I think a lot of people coming in at this point in the morning are return viewers, so y'all kind of know the drill, and I appreciate you very, very much for showing up. James Bannon says it's happening today. Let's go, Schultzy. M-Easy says, I knew it, LOL. 49ers made me 350 last night, says JL. Nice, brother, getting that bet in. I mean, Deebo Samuel going off. Well, what a fun one to watch. Mainly sports cards. The Space Jam cards, maybe. Hey, guys, I did pick up a couple of those Space Jam blasters. I got a video coming up here on the channel soon. It's going to be a fun one. Will I pull a LeBron? chances are no, because the LeBron autos, I think the odds out of a Space Jam blaster, it's like 1 in every 240,000 packs, which I think if you do the math on that, there's 6 packs per blaster box. So you're looking at like 1 every 3 to 4,000, if not more, blasters, if I'm doing my math correctly. I mean, that's just insane. Yikes. Brian Lawhorn says, good morning, player. I pulled a Tom Brady Heroes Holo out of 199. That is pretty awesome, Brian. Congrats, buddy. Oh, my goodness. People pulling some fire out there. And I do have my chocolate milk this morning as well as my water. Definitely sipping on the chocolate milk, per usual. Brian says there is no guarantee in football this year. It is definitely a season. I mean, I had said a couple of weeks ago the AFC was a meat grinder. It almost looks like now that the NFC is turning into a meat grinder as well. Both sides of the league trying to get to the Super Bowl. It's just like getting clipped at the knees, man. You think that all of a sudden there's a leader out of the pack, and then, well, they lose. They lose a bad one to the Niners, who have been a mediocre team pretty much all season long, but anything is possible week to week in the NFL, and especially when you're talking about division rivals. Oof, people getting pumped up to play, and the Niners at home were ready, and it was just obvious that the Rams were not, unfortunately. And, man, Rams are my favorite team. I'm not trying to talk too much S about them, but, God, the Rams just played terribly last night. Matt Stafford actually looked like he was in trouble a bit at times on the offense. Just, I don't know if it was because Robert Woods went out, but the wide receivers just, it wasn't looking like it was gelling. It just, nothing worked. The Rams couldn't really establish their game like they normally could coming out on the offensive end, and the Niners just took advantage. Mr. Card says, good morning, Schultz. How are you, buddy? Ralph asking if that chocolate milk homemade. No, I usually go with the Netflix powder, just regular milk. So that's kind of how I go with my chocolate milk. Carl Aaron says, how about them Cowboys? I mean, what a weekend. That total score, 43-3 over the Falcons, just to slam down the Titans, edging over the Saints as well. And you want to talk about more high scores, the Patriots absolutely beating down the Cleveland Browns at home. So, I don't know, those questions about the Cleveland Browns going up more and more every single year as you get later into the season, and it does not look like they are built for prime time quite yet. Unfortunately, just a quick take. I mean, it's not like they don't have weapons on their team, but I don't know, man. How long is Baker Mayfield going to have the reins in Cleveland before they decide they want to go with another quarterback? I don't think he's terrible, but is he getting the job done? I'm not sure. And then I was talking all beloved and high and mighty about the Steelers last week, and then they come on in and tie the Lions 16-16. What a week in the NFL, man. Getting crazier and crazier. The week before, we had a ton of upsets in the league, and then this week we had a ton more high-scoring games, a couple of upsets coming through, like the Vikings winning on the road against the Chargers. So I see the opportunity there to make money if y'all are sports bettors, and I see the opportunity just to have a great weekend on Super Bowl Sunday, not knowing exactly who's going to be in the game, because y'all think y'all know what's going on in the NFL, including myself, and we don't. So, Wayne Sherman says, where my cheesehead's at? Oh, yeah, how can I forget? Aaron Rodgers making a return to the field. 17-0 win over the Seattle Seahawks. And I did see, by the way, oh my goodness, the super chat, $4.99 from Colorado Cardboard Kings. Pull the Herbert Gold Kaboom last week. Was an insane poll. Well, thank you so much for being so generous, Colorado Cardboard Kings. Dude, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for that $4.99, man. You guys coming out with your wallets and all the smashing the like button and just being here in the mornings like this. I cannot continue to tell you thank you enough. So Cardboard Kings from Colorado Cardboard Kings, $4.99 super chat, pulling that gold Herbie Kaboom, dude. Thank you so much. That is a huge one. I believe that is numbered out of 10, if I'm not mistaken. I know that year to year, sometimes the colors for the parallels switch, but gosh, it's hard for me to keep up. I apologize. And I did see you guys, Dee Leftwich coming in this morning, early as a Chrome member. Thank you so much. Before I started the chat this morning, he joined as a Chrome member, just supporting the channel. Thank you, man. I got a couple of tiers that you can not only just support the channel on, but get a part of some prize drawings every single month. We actually have our YouTube membership giveaway coming up this Thursday. Tons of stuff up for grabs, you guys. For the $4.99 tier, an Optic Basketball Cello Pack. And then on the $9.99 Prism tier, we've got an Absolute Football Mega Box and a Bowman Chrome Mega Box up for grabs. Just all you got to do is be one of those members, and you get a chance to win. And we gave away some sick stuff last month. I know that all of my members, and not only on YouTube, but kind of back into the past year that we're also on Patreon, have been winning a ton of free stuff and enjoying it. So join the fun if y'all like. That's just my shameless plug right there, you guys. Tyler Young, good morning to you. Michael says, how about my Washington football team? Yeah, the surprise upset over the Bucs. I mean, at home, that's awesome. Washington football team definitely taking advantage of that home field advantage there, but the still very, very, very surprising upset over the Bucs. They have been sailing most of the season, but 29-19 win for the Washington football team. WFT showing up at home. Congrats, buddy. Chosen One C, what are your thoughts on Mac Jones? Well, I like Mac Jones. He's the best quarterback so far out of this class. It's obvious that Bill Belichick knows how to use guys with talent. You saw that, in developing the dynasty with Tom Brady. And then when you have to step down a level to like a young Jimmy Garoppolo, you're still doing okay. But then when you're stepping down a level below that, like with guys like Jed Hoyer and stuff like that, it's really hard for Bill Belichick to keep an NFL team above water and keep them just at least floating through midseason so they can have a shot at the playoffs every single year. And that's kind of what they're doing now with Mac Jones. But Mac Jones has that talent to take them to the next level. He's just got to grow. Bill Belichick is the perfect person to learn from. And sounds like Mac Jones really has not only been comfortable in New England, but bought into the Patriots' way, has been used very, I would say, conservatively in the offense in New England. But Bill Belichick has been doing it just well enough and establishing the run just enough to get those passes off week to week. I mean, what did he throw? Like 3 touchdown passes this weekend? He hits at the right times, and it's obvious that the composure is there, and he's talented. Can he continue to take that talent past, half of year one further into his career, I think is the question at this point. Bill Belichick, once again, obviously the guy to do it with. We'll see, though. That's my thought on Mac Jones. I think he's a very good quarterback. I think he hasn't had the chance to really be a prolific, exciting quarterback yet. I think that the Patriots offense is kind of boring, but they're just getting it done. I mean, it's old school football. Bill Belichick loves old school football. So there you go. Brian Lawhorn says, really, 7 dislikes. You need to find another channel. It's all good, man. People hate my voice. People hating whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good, brother. Haters gonna hate. And if I weren't halfway successful doing this, then I don't think I would have any haters at all. So it's okay. A few people aren't gonna like me. That is the goal, really, just to get a huge audience, and amongst that will always be people that don't like it. So gotta look towards the goal and try to just chill on everything else. Tua says Mac is the real seal. See, a lot of other people thinking Mac Jones is the real deal. Definitely. I still have hope for Tua. Says rip it up. Man, that injury to Jacoby Brissett looked horrible. And yeah, Tua coming back in, getting another chance for the Dolphins. We'll see. I mean, he's still only, 23, 24? We'll see. I know Miami's going to give him a leash at some point, but we'll see how many years he gets, either with Miami or another franchise. But I still think that Tua Tagovailoa should get a legitimate shot in the NFL. I don't think, half a rookie season is really something that you can base anything on to give a guy, after being a first-round draft pick, more time or not. I think he's still guaranteed that ability to show his talent and to show himself off in the NFL with the Dolphins, or albeit somewhere else, because the fact that he not only was a first-round pick, but was coming out of Alabama, out of a very prestigious program. So he should know what he's doing. He should at least get the chance. And if not, 2-3 seasons down the road, then we can all say, okay, he was a bust. But not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Hands on Fire says got a PSA 10 Hertz for $45. You talking like a Don Russ Raider rookie paper? That's not a bad buy. Definitely a buyer's market right now for the sports card singles market for sure. Wayne Schuerman says, Tua is softer than a teddy bear, LOL. Well, it's not surprising to see soft guys coming out of college still getting a chance in the NFL, and some actually do succeed. You don't have to be a physical quarterback in the NFL. You really don't. I would have considered at some points Eli Manning a soft quarterback. Hot take of the morning. Hot take. And he won 2 Super Bowls. So, and Eli was a jerk demanding where to go, going from San Diego to New York. Just ridiculous. Just because of the name on his back. Unbelievable. Hot take of the morning. Eli Manning. There you go. Soft coming out of college. Still managed to win 2 Super Bowls in the NFL. There you go. Didn't end his career soft, that's for sure. Nothing on the back end yet, you guys. I did see Jonathan Amaya asking about sports card restocks happening on Target.com on the back end. We are past 4:11 Pacific time, 7:11 East Coast time. I have not seen anything happening as of yet on Target.com, unfortunately. Jose Delgado says, when you said that, you got 9 thumbs down. Yeah, see, exactly. People just do that just because. That's so weird, man. That's so weird. It's like, oh, I'm going to do something. It's like, you really think hitting the like button or the dislike button is going to make my day? I appreciate y'all. What the like button does is help send the algorithm signals that y'all are liking what you are watching. And the dislike button actually technically does the same thing. And speaking of what you're talking about, the whole dislike button thing and people like hitting it in numbers just to be a jerk, YouTube is actually disabling that feature because of that. So it's kind of funny, you guys. Y'all are thinking that you're all smart, but YouTube has tried to protect the health of creators in some way, and they are disabling that feature simply because of the trolls trying to use it in bad faith on YouTube. It's unbelievable. So yeah, once again, you guys, nothing backloaded. I have my iPad right here, and I've got my phone up with the same monitoring screen as well. We are not seeing any product loading on the back end as of yet on Target.com. Rip It Up says, uh-oh, Schultzy's getting ramped up. I'm really not, dude. It's a chill morning. I'm really hoping that we get a restock this morning. And I was thinking, after hearing from a few different people, that there was a decent chance. So I'm honestly just trying to stay ready for a sports card drop from Target.com. There hasn't really been much as far as like new retail coming out on the release calendar, so I think it's just going to be more Optic today. And maybe some more Absolute Football as well. Although at some point, I think whenever Target does decide to restock soon, Topps Update is going to be on the docket, absolutely. Because we haven't seen any Topps Update appear, which is easy to get, but we haven't seen any Topps Update appear online on Target.com as of yet. Jonathan Amaya says, a bunch of kids. Yeah, usually. It's people with sophomore mentalities. It happens, man. RX Death 9 says, what are the kiddies doing right now, Schultz? Well, both of them were awake when I came on in. Maybe they're chilling right now outside my door, but the cats at this point are not scratching at the door yet. Mike says, the dislike still helps the algorithm. Josh Thornton says, what happened to JR Sports Guy? He actually just had to go back to school, man. And decided to drop one thing going on in his life, and that happened to be YouTube. So he needed to just split his time a little bit amongst school, amongst work, and I believe he had the chance to be a college athlete as well, so good for him. And he went off and did that. So that's what JR's going on with. Drew Shoeman, what's going on, man? Said haters gonna hate every week. We got haters. They just salty because they got no luck for cards every week. Keep up the good work, Schultzy. No, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. And honestly, some of the haters coming in here, it's pretty funny. You can tell that like they're botters or they're flippers. So it's usually people that just don't like the concept. The concept of like my whole viewpoint on sports cards and like my whole take on people being able to get like cards at MSRP in the current year that they released is apparently controversial. I mean, it's sad, but apparently that's a controversial take. And apparently just, I don't know. Just doesn't make sense to me. Game Day Legend says, good morning, Schultzy. Good morning to you too. Mike Corbett says, y'all got clowned. Get him, Schultz. I appreciate you, buddy. MEZ said Optic products are red cards. Yeah, sorry if I missed somebody in the chat asking if Optic is a red card product and if all the good stuff is a red card product. Yes, it is. Absolutely, it is. It is definitely all red card stuff. You gotta have a red card to purchase any of, I mean, even Donruss football mega boxes were red cards. So any of the good stuff on Target.com, you have to have a red card. Sports card animal says, okay, the drop has started. We mentioned JR. Yeah, usually every single morning somebody mentions either JR or Matrix or all kinds of stuff. It's pretty funny. Josh says, you're doing a great job. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Josh. I'm trying, man. Hoagie says, I'm going to bot this, LOL. I know some people are, and that's fine. I understand at this point of the game why people that are trying to just get their hands on sports cards are trying to get their hands on a bot and just doing it that way. It's because so many resellers have done that and limited the access and forced people that just want to get their hands on stuff to try and compete in the same way. It sucks, but I get it. I really do. And I'm not totally against flipping. I'm not. If y'all want to go buy a few boxes, rip a couple, and then sell a couple, that's fine. It is always, I'll make this point every day of the week, it is just the people that clear out the shelf to jack up the price. That I have a major problem with. And I don't mind. You know what, guys? When you see like Topps Chrome 2020 baseball, it's reselling for more than MSRP right now. I mean, it's not on the shelves anymore, and I understand why, and that's okay with me. Year to year to year, you're going to see resale values go up for certain boxes. Some are just going to kind of stay stagnant, but you're always going to see some kind of investment return in a box of sports cards. I mean, unless it happens to be pallets upon pallets upon pallets like the junk wax era, but even still, I'm not sure we're to that level yet. Although we are printing for a lot of stores and a lot of people to rip right now. It's getting a little scary. So I'm not saying that there's a junk wax era. I've made a video wondering. I'm not saying for sure. It's just all these questions pop up into my head about it. And I love the hobby, and I want to make sure that we have as long and great of an experience as we can. But we're even seeing right now like the bubble popping for singles, and we're seeing prices going way down, and you wonder if they're ever going to go back up. I think they will, but when the resale value has gone so far down in the last 6 months, it's and we're just talking like of sealed boxes, it's not surprising to see the singles prices going down as well. And then seeing more retail being printed, you're going to see the resale prices go down too. So I think part of that's what's happening, and part of that is the stores like Walmart and Meijer taking part in dynamic pricing. Jose Delgado says 85% of everyone here are flippers. I don't know, man. I wouldn't put it that high. Yummy Yaslo says I flip to pay for the rip, and I'm okay with that. I'm totally, see, that concept I'm fine with. You know what? And you're going to have some boxes out there that you're going to be able to find at MSRP. You're going to have some boxes that are on eBay, that are in StockX, that are marked up a little bit. And if it's a little bit of a markup, that's fine. You know, the immediacy or the inability to find something, depending on the area that you are. I get that some people would want to pay more, but when you're thinking, 5 to 6 to 7 times what a blaster originally costs, man, that's just too much in the current year. Afterwards, yeah, sure. If you're going into 2021 and trying to find cards in 2020, good luck finding them at retail price. That's not going to happen. And I understand that. And that's okay. So LB Games says, Schultzy, I'm sorry, but I'm using my friend's KSR bot today, but I'm staying on live to support. $5 super chat from Albie Games. Thank you so much, man. Dude, I appreciate the support, and I appreciate the honesty. Albie, I understand. I do. I get it. I understand why you would want to use a bot. At this point of the game, it is super hard to get it manually. You can still do it. It's what I'm here trying to do. And I encourage people to still try manually because I do every single week. And maybe I don't get every single product, but I do still get products. And I got a ton of select basketball. It's just like for the last 4 weeks, I've been unlucky with optic basketball. That's been like the one product this year in 2021 that has evaded me. But every single other release, I have managed to find a lot of on Target.com or get lucky to grab some or find some out, in the retail wild on the shelves. Justin St. Myers says, Schultzy, any luck finding Walgreens Prism Mega Boxes? No luck finding Prism Mega Boxes. I did see the Select Basketball and the Prestige Football Megas near me. Unfortunately, it looks like, from what I'm hearing, the restocks from Walgreens were like a one-time thing, and I don't think they're getting a ton more Prism Basketball Mega Boxes sent to them. I think people that have been asking lately and going to their local Walgreens are hearing that, like, the initial distributor's warehouse where they have all those boxes and all the stock for every Walgreens in like a certain area, they don't even have any more Prism Mega Boxes at the warehouse. So you see, it was more at this point looking like a one-time thing, and it doesn't sound like we're going to catch any more Prism Mega Boxes on the shelves at Walgreens, unless maybe you're coming out of like a certain area that was a little bit later to the party than others, although that's probably not the case. Brandon Robert Cozella saying, I use American Crew for my hair. No, I actually use, it's like called like a news anchor, like pomade. Gosh, dang it, I can't remember the brand. I wish I could. Well, I mean, they're not paying me, so maybe it's good that I don't remember the brand. Don Yee says, yo, Schultzy, what hair gel you use? I need to hook up. Your hair is on fleek. Thank you so much, dude. Yeah, I'll try to grab the stuff that I wear and, maybe shout them out, give them a call, maybe see if I can get a sponsorship or something. But I do love it, so thank you guys. Bastion Ace has found Select hangers at Barnes & Noble. I was hype AF. Congratulations, man. Yeah, we've been seeing Select basketball popping up at Barnes & Noble for the last month or so, maybe a little bit longer. Exciting to see a lot more people getting their hands on sports cards, and that's going to happen when it's at more than just 2 stores, or I guess 3 with Target and Meijer and Walmart. Unfortunately, man, what sucks is Meijer isn't a store around the whole country. Meijer is like a Midwest store only, and everybody else only has Target and Walmart, and some people don't really have many Targets located near them as they would Walmarts. So it's just kind of, unfortunately, where you live, you're left to the devices of what stores decide to order sports cards and restock. It's not fun. Paul Vance says, I'm hearing Rite Aid has optic cellos for $10. Heck yeah, they had those Prism basketball cellos for $10 for at least 6 months. So excited now to see them replace those with something that is halfway decent and a really, could be valuable rip. So I'll be hunting up all of the Rite Aids near me for sure, seeing if I can find cellos. Absolutely, yes. William Mulligan says, something about Schultzy hair gel. You know what? Maybe I should make a line of hair gel. Maybe I should make my own pomade. Not a bad idea. Justice St. Myers says, Meijer is a ripoff. I mean, their prices are just as bad as Walmart's, if not a little bit higher. And I know that I was talking about dynamic pricing a few minutes ago, but yeah, you guys, this is kind of what you expect to happen, unfortunately. The dynamic pricing going on around these retail stores happens because their bosses come to them after they see all the MSRP prices being jacked up on eBay and StockX, and they're saying like, well, why aren't we making some of that profit? So they have to at some point. They just have to. Ultimately, you're not a good business if you don't respond to the market and raise your price like that, because you can't just allow a secondary unregulated market to take control of your product. Now, Topps and Panini secretly, I think, want that, but, that's a whole nother conversation. Yes, Duke Cannon, in your mouth. Your hair gel is called Duke Cannon News Anchor Hair Stuff. Thank you. That's what it is. It is Duke Cannon. I could not remember the name. That is exactly what it is. Thank you so much. In your mouth. Sayre Sports Cards and Collectibles says I have 3 Walmarts, a Target, Cracker Barrel, 2 Walgreens, 2 CVS's, and more at least 20 minutes from me. Not too shabby, Sayre Sports Cards. Yeah, see, I'm lucky. I got a Walgreens down the street. I got a Rite Aid another 4 blocks down the street. Past that, I've got a Cracker Barrel 12 minutes away. I've got about 3 Walmarts and 3 Targets in a 10-mile radius of maybe a 10, 15-mile radius of my house. I mean, so I've got some spots to go hunt. I'm fairly lucky. However, there's always somebody with more. And yeah, if you happen to live like in the Midwest right now, oh my goodness, you're getting lucky getting sports cards at Meijer, getting sports cards at Target, at Walmart, and Rite Aid and Barnes & Noble. I mean, you're looking at 5, 6, 7 different places where you're getting like good high-tier sports card boxes put on the shelves. I'm talking the Select Basketball. I'm talking the Optic. All those products that everybody wants. You're seeing those almost everywhere you go. I mean, oh my God, that's insane. I can only dream. I can only dream. All day says people will pay resale. People will not pay inflated retail prices. Mark my words. Well, at this point, when you go to the store and you see blasters for $35, and now you're seeing that's caused the resale market to come down a bit. Even for Optic basketball, go on StockX right now. The most that you're going to pay with shipping is like $46, $47, $8. It's not that bad. So at this point, it's like, okay, I'm going to go drive down there, hope to find an Optic basketball blaster box, for instance, for $35 at Walmart, or maybe score one online, or I can go on StockX and I can have 2 guaranteed sent to my house for less than $90 right now. And I don't have to do a damn thing except click a few buttons. That's understandable, and I understand why people would do that. Adam Litwin says, but in the big cities, in my experience, there's still nothing on those shelves in many stores, probably because so many people in the city are grabbing them up right away. That's probably true, man. If you're looking at a city that's got a big population, usually these stores order their sports cards based on like what the population is around them and based on their foot traffic. So a more populous area is going to get a lot more product, and that's usually going to be the case from store to store to store. And more often than not, if you live in a big area, they are getting sports cards at that store. However, you don't see them because they are just only there for like 20 minutes or less. They're not there for longer than an hour at the most. Check it on the back end, you guys. Nothing on Target.com right now, unfortunately. Have not seen anything appearing as far as restocks go on Target.com. I have been checking. I've got 2 different windows open and an alert trying to let me know when sports cards appear on the monitor on Target.com. But unfortunately, haven't seen it yet, you guys. Have not seen it this morning. William Mulligan says, just got locked out of my account. That could be something to be wary of, you guys. Remember, lockouts do happen, especially on just like on the precipice of a drop possibly happening. We've seen lockouts, although we see lockouts on accounts where Target just suspects like you're a bot, or Target suspects some kind of illicit activity and tries to lock you out of your account over and over and over again. So we've seen that as well. The Cardboard Collector says, is 2 drops per week until Christmas true for Walmarts? That's what I've been hearing from a couple of people. I haven't heard that from any inside source at Walmart. You know, I hear people saying, hey, I've got an inside source. Man, I would love to actually hear some people at Walmart saying this is happening and letting me know that, like, work at Walmart themselves, instead of me hearing it, you know, on the secondary or like third word, or kind of like it turning into a game of telephone from people, but whatever. Brian Lawhorn says 1383 in the chat. Hit that like button. Thank you so much, Brian. Yeah, please smash that like button, guys. Helps me feed 2 kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. Always very helpful. I appreciate it. Be awesome if I could get this stream to 500 likes. Heck yeah, man. Let's that's the goal for today. 500 likes. If you find some value, please help me out. I appreciate that, you guys. Working hard, doing some research, trying to make sure that we all stay ready and can get sports cards on Target.com. Nothing on the back end, unfortunately, you guys. Nothing on the back end as of yet. Man, not seeing anything popping up on the monitors right now. But I will let you know if that changes, you guys. I will let you know. Toy Time Fun says Target Online is Thursday this week. Ooh, good to know. I mean, see, some people are saying that it's Thursday. Some people are saying that it could be a Wednesday. I've heard multiple different days from people, and then people popping up saying it could have been today. Brandon says no drop today. Goodbye, everybody. Well, I don't know, man. We got another 20 minutes or so before I'd call it. Jason Lawrence says Walmart last week here stocked Monday and Thursday. Not 100% sure, but guessing it's true. Well, let's hope that starts happening near me too, because man, the restocks at Walmart's, I don't know about y'all. Up until this point and closer to Black Friday, it has been a very random restock schedule at Walmart. We have like a couple skipped a week, and then we saw one restock on like a Saturday. I mean, they've just been doing some random stuff lately. Not easy to keep up. Not easy to keep up at all. All right, guys. Still looking on the monitors. Have not seen anything popping up on the back end, unfortunately. Just past 4:31 here on the West Coast, 7:31 East Coast time, 6:31 Central, 5:31 Mountain time. All right, y'all. When was the last card drop? Asking Mr. Pie Dog. That was November 2nd, and that was a Tuesday. Here, really quickly, man, we can show you the schedule. It happened 2 weeks ago from today. Backloading started at 4:11, and then the drop starting at 4:40. Brad Teese has got locked out as well from my house when my wife saw how much money I spent trying to search for the 1990 Fleer Jose Uribe. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Brian Lawhorn says, I pulled the Jason Williams. Winner stays red, silver, 12 out of 25. Any idea how much it's worth? I can't find it anywhere. Dang, Brian. Jason Williams. Not quite sure, buddy. What I would do is I would try to look at other cards for Jason Williams numbered out of 25 and see if you can kind of compare values of that. That would be my best guess on how to value that card, or maybe get a ballpark. Wilson M says people lose their mind when they lose big on breaks. I would love to see them at a casino. It's not a bad point, man. I mean, breaks are gambling, and I know that some people going into it understand that, others don't. So breaks are fun, though. And like I've always said, if you can find a good breaker and if you can find one that you can trust, then you have got some chance at some good hits for a good price. Ones that offer value, especially like Hitman or Run Good Life, any of those guys, Tri-City. Brandon saying, is buying into breaks as bad as gambling? I mean, buying into a break is a gamble. It absolutely is. And opening a box of sports cards is also a gamble. Ripping a pack is a gamble. I mean, there's a reason they post odds on, at least, well, Topps does. Panini, you won't know how many cards that they print. And honestly, I think that's in terrible faith. I don't understand why I do understand why they do it. You've heard their executive actually go back. There's an interview that Sports Card Collector or Sports Card Investor did with one of the executives from Panini last Christmas or right after last Christmas. And they don't know, or he doesn't even know how many Prism Hollows are printed, for instance. Like, he doesn't know how many Justin Herbert Prism rookie Hollows are out there. And he says he doesn't think people want to know because the number would be high. And then he moved on to the next point. But there you go, you guys. Hearing that point come out of a Panini executive's mouth. A, they don't know how many cards are printed themselves. Some of them don't. And B, we probably don't want to know. And what he's saying is we don't want to know because the value would go way down on the cards that we've bought. And I'm not sure that everybody's really aware that an executive for Panini has said that. So... Pay Dirt Sports Cards asking, Schultzy, are you from Seattle? I'm actually from Portland, Oregon. I'm a huge Mariners fan, though. So I am just south of Seattle, about 3 hours. Alex Hernandez, does some of those guys be taxing? Way better prices out there for breaks. I don't know, man, the value that, all the guys that I try to find guys I trust and the value that they offer with, all the spins and the fun products. Oh, my goodness, man. That, for me, is where it's at. Rocco says, saw your video with the mystery boxes from Walgreens. I went to my local Walgreens, found 5 of the mystery boxes. Pull a Franco Bowman Chrome rookie and Acuna Topps Gallery rookie. Dude, Rocco, congrats. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Those mystery boxes, those repacks, sometimes they're bunk, but sometimes they can be absolute fire. Absolute fire. Somebody telling Ryan, sounds like some backdooring happening locally at his store. That really sucks. And that is happening too, you guys. If there is products coming down at like a store where you expect product to be in an area where they restock a lot, that's got a lot of foot traffic, that's got a high populated, city near there, and you're not seeing sports cards, usually, the secondary reason that they could be gone, other than just being grabbed up in the first 20 minutes or hour that they're on the shelves, is backdooring happening. And that has been happening a lot. Vendors that act in bad faith and just sell the products right out the back door as soon as they get them, so no optic shows up on the shelves. And it's been a little strange, you guys, because, man, around most of the country for about 2.5 weeks, we did not see any optic basketball coming down at Walmart's. And that was after the first week we saw optic basketball appearing at like Walmart's all over the place. And then all of a sudden it just went away. It just didn't make sense. But then it's now popping up everywhere else. It makes you wonder if like MJ Holding or if Pandini is limiting Walmart stock and trying to spread the wealth and giving it to some other stores, or if Walmart is only putting some stuff out that they're getting right now and waiting until like closer to Christmas to put all the other stuff out, so people will spend their money, as they get closer to the holiday and the impulse buys happen. I don't know. Not quite sure what's going on there. Zeus Deuce asking, nothing on the back end this morning. So far, I have not seen a darn thing, man. Have not seen a darn thing on Target.com this morning. Jaguar Paw says, my Walmart has never had a true restock. I never see Optic or Select even hit the shelves. That sucks, man. Yeah, usually that's a good indicator of backdooring. If you see products, but you never see the good stuff, and I'm talking like not if you're showing up hours after the restock. If you know that you showed up right after the vendor was there, or you're showing up as the vendor is restocking and you never see those products, something's usually going on, man. That sucks. Miguel T says, backdooring is real. My brother caught the card lady taking all the good stuff back to the back. She restocked everything else but the good stuff. See, Miguel, I hope that your brother called MJ Holding and gave them exactly what store location that was, tried to give them the name of the stalker if they could, or at least told the store manager going on or what was going on at Walmart, because, man, that is just BS. And all of those people, there have been people doing that and caught that have been fired before, and all of those people are putting their jobs at risk. So there is a good chance that they will get fired if you report them. LOL, MJ Holding is keeping product back. They're smart with Fanatics coming. They're just holding it back themselves for resale. That's maybe not a bad point, man. All right, guys, just past 4:38 Pacific time, 7:38 East Coast time. No activity on the back end yet on Target.com. We're about 12 minutes away from the hot zone ending, you guys. But it's looking like every other minute, it's looking like that we are closer and closer to having to come back tomorrow for a sports card restock on Target.com. Although, who knows? As I say that, the kitties start whining at the door. Pikachu now scratching at the door, whining. Who knows, guys? Aaron CT says, to be honest, I've gotten really lucky locally, except for Absolute, so I have actually shied away from Target, says Aaron CT. All right, there you go. Sayre Sports Cards Can Collectibles says, don't call MJ Holding, call Anderson. MJ won't do crap. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, don't call MJ Holdings, call their parent company, Anderson. That is the way to do at least the customer service contact, to try and let them know that people are backdooring for sure. The Legend says, Anderson, Walmart stocking company, has to upload pictures of the stock on their work phones. Yes, they do. And so do the people, at least locally near me, that were working for Excel. They always did that. They took a restock picture and then let everybody grab their stuff. So MJ Holdings only pays vendors $12 an hour. I know, and that's the excuse. Everyone's like, well, if you were only making $12 an hour, wouldn't you do that too? It's ridiculous. It's still not ethical. It's still against their business rules. I mean, I do agree that businesses out there really should step up and pay their employees higher. $12 an hour just isn't going to get that done. Absolutely not. Pure 995 says, in my city, the vendor has her husband come into Walmart and she puts the good boxes in the barbecue seasonal aisles and he goes and picks it up while she loads the garbage on the shelf. That is not okay. That is not okay. You've got to tell Anderson what's going on there, man. That is absolutely insane. And I do agree that Anderson or MJ should be paying their employees higher, but that's still not a reason to do this. It just isn't. Tyler Adolph says, why? Fanatics deal is 5 years away. 5 years is long hold for those retail products. It's true, but if the value went up on those boxes 5 years later, I mean, you're sitting on a gold mine. So, I don't know. It's a decent point, at least, to ponder over. Jaguar Paul says, hang out, Schultzy. Thanks for all you do. You are so welcome, man. I appreciate that. About 9 more minutes left in the hot zone, you guys, but unfortunately, it is not looking like we're going to see a restock on Target.com right now. Maybe in the next 9 minutes, we'll see a late load of some links happening. That would be awesome, but unfortunately, I am not seeing anything happening on the back end right now of Target.com. I know that yesterday we had a major retail day with the Xbox Halo limited edition bundle released all over retail stores. Best Buy, I think Amazon had it as well. Target obviously having it. So people are saying that there is another rumored console drop this week as well. Who knows how that interjects like with a possible card drop. However, I'm telling you, I know that there's going to be a card drop this week. I know it for sure. And Miguel T, I agree. He says, well, get another job if you think you deserve better. Don't do your side business. That is not okay. When your side business is just, that's not even side business. That is shady as heck, unethical behavior and totally against your work policy, man. I don't agree that just because a work's policy is terrible means that employees can then break that work policy and break the rules and circumvent stuff to make more money. That's horrible. That's a horrible idea. Sal says, that's why it's called MJ Holding. They hold the cards for scalpers. That's a good joke. I'm sure somebody's made that before, though. Fanatics is going to end up buying Topps and Panini anyways, says Jason Ward. Yes, they are, you guys. I firmly believe. Here's what's going to happen, all right? Fanatics buying into this sports card game. They did the same thing with MLB apparel back in the mid-2010s, all right? Majestic had been making the jerseys and all the apparel for MLB for like the last 15 years, since the late 90s or early 2000s. And then Fanatics came in, got the deal to exclusively sell Major League Baseball apparel. Then you know what they did after that? After securing the deal, they just went and bought Majestic. So I think Fanatics is doing the same thing here. They secured the deal with MLB and NBA and NFL to supply the sports cards. Now, here's what's coming. They're just going to go buy Topps and Panini and handle the distribution. I really think that's going to be the way that goes. That's just my prediction, though. Paydirt Sports Card says, why is 2021 Origins Football Blasters $147 on secondary market? I would never pay that, LOL. Dude, thank you so much. $5 super chat, Paydirt Sports Cards. Dude, thank you for giving me that cash, for being here and coming out to support me and also supporting me with your wallet, dude. Thank you so much. And you ask a great question, Paydirt. So those Origins Football Blasters are international only. You can't get them on the retail shelves here in the U.S., and I don't even believe you can get them on, like, sites online like Panini or Target.com here in the U.S. I think you have to go international, so the only way that you could get your hands on those blasters in the United States is paying the secondary $147 secondary market price. And that is the one instance where if it's an international product and it's not available here, I understand why the markup is the way that it is. Absolutely. So, Paydirt, I hope that makes sense for you, buddy, and helps you understand why. It's just not available here anywhere in the United States. So if you see it like in a hobby shop, they've probably had to pay some kind of exorbitant price to get it as well. Paul Lewis says, smash or likely caress that like button for our main man, Schultzy. Thank you so much, Paul. Yeah, please do, you guys. Smash that like button for me as you head out. If you are doing so this morning, we still have a couple more minutes, 5 to be exact, left in the hot zone on Target.com this morning. Thank you all so much for being here, guys. I appreciate it. 1,100 at you here right now. Come on, if 170 of you hit the like button, I get 500 likes. That would really help me out, you guys. Seriously, I live on y'all hitting the like button. So help me out. Smash that like button for me, please. Just takes you a second. I'm here. I'm working hard. I'm providing value for y'all. So just do me that favor, you guys, because I know it seems stupid to you, and I know you're tired of hearing people asking, but it's for the algorithm. And I live and die at the hands of the YouTube algorithm. So I appreciate y'all. My vendor's cool, says Arcot. He has no interest in cards. I get it all and no limit. Y'all would do the same. Small town, no flippers. Well, see, the small towns, I understand that, Arcot. You're just lucky. You're just lucky, buddy. You're one of those lucky people, and not everybody, obviously, in a small town like that. Those situations are fewer and far between, but pretty cool. Pretty cool that a couple of people around the country that aren't necessarily into flipping, that just want to rip some cards, can get those situations laid out for them as well. I like that. Colorado Cardboard King says, go M's. I grew up PNW Tri-Cities area, although in Colorado now. Hearts with the rest in peace Sonics, M's and Hawks. Yeah, man, the Sonics, I love that Blazers versus Sonics rivalry when I was growing up. Sad that the Sonics are not in existence right now. Oh, yeah, man. Unfortunately, not everybody gets the situation of just having a small town and getting all of the sports cards handed to them by the vendor. I would love that. Man, y'all, if I had that near me, I'd be giving away half those boxes on the channel, I promise you. King of Cards is on the way out. Almost forgot to smash that like button. Thank you so much, King of Cards. I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate that a lot. All right, I'm going to be here till about 5:10 Pacific time, 8:10 East Coast time. Unfortunately, we are not looking like we have about 3 minutes or so to go in the hot zone. Not looking like we're seeing a restock on target.com, you guys. Brian says, maybe you should do a giveaway for all those who hit the like button. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I've done that before. Rive says Ralph Munden says a 500 like giveaway. I'm not set up to do like a like giveaway right now, but I need to connect like a giveaway bot. Maybe I could do that tomorrow. Maybe I can connect a giveaway bot to like the chat and then do some kind of like giveaway. Not a bad idea at all. Pater Sports Cars says, Schultzy, what do you think of our Mariners? They're going to be a pretty good team next season, depending on how free agency goes. I mean, I think finally they actually have a legitimate chance to make the playoffs. We will see what happens, but yes, hopefully they add a huge bat in free agency. Chris Bryant's available. Marcus Simeon's available. Either of those guys would, man, they would, I think they'd fit okay in Seattle. I'm not sure either one is necessarily worth the money that they're getting on the open market, but who knows? Pandini's international company, says Miguel T. I'm not sure Fanatics can afford to buy them out. Soccer is their bread and butter. Unless Fanatics takes over FIFA rights, Pandini is not going anywhere. I don't know, bro. Fanatics, didn't they just get a valuation of like $8 to $10 billion? I think they can afford to buy Panini. I think they can afford to buy Topps. Definitely can afford to at least come to the table for sure. All right, guys. Almost done with the hot zone. We are seconds away. Unfortunately, I think we can officially call it no restock from target.com. But I will be back tomorrow for sure, and I will be on until about 5:10 this morning hanging out with y'all. Oh my goodness, a $25 super chat popping up? What? Cool by default. So generous. Thank you so much, man. $25 super chat from Cool by Default. Almost knocked me off my ass. Dude, thank you. Says Friday, I scooped 19 Optic Cellos, 1 Mosaic Mega, 1 Mosaic Blaster, Absolute Blaster, and 1 Wild Card. My store for sure holding off for holidays. We have MJ holding boxes stacked in the back. Boom. Cool by Default with a $25 super chat. Thank you so much for being so generous, man. Oh, man. Thank you. Thank you. Get me fired up. Not only being generous with his wallet, but being generous with his advice. MJ holding boxes stacked in the back, according to Cool by Default. All these locations like Walmart or Meijer sound like they're definitely waiting for the holidays to restock, you guys, which did not happen last year. That did not happen last year. Cool by default. Thank you so much, man. $25 super chat. Just super generous of you, dude. Oh, you make my heart tingle. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Brandon says, coffee cards and Schultz AM live stream dropping off. This channel's the spot, people. Brandon, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I try to entertain y'all. Hopefully I can put on, a little bit of a sports radio card show or whatever. Help you all at least have some fun while you're refreshing, waiting for these links to drop on target.com. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks, Schultzy. Enjoy your day. Kingdom of Slabs. You too, my friend. Oh, Colorado Cardboard Kings, the $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. Jared Kelnick, looking good at the end of the year. J-Rod could be good, although seeing Seager retire broke my heart. Seager did not retire, actually, Colorado Cardboard Kings. Seager, unfortunately, he's a free agent right now. He was just done in Seattle because of the fact that he was drafted by the regime before Jerry Dipoto and that he's getting older. His defensive value is shrinking. He's not really worth anymore what an open market contract is going to pay him, like $20 million or so a year, maybe 17 even, a little overpaying Kyle at this point of his career. But he hit a lot of dingers. He's been a huge leadership presence in the clubhouse. I wish that the Mariners would bring him back, but no, he's a free agent just like everybody else, buddy. But thank you so much, Colorado Cardboard Kings. Thank you so much, man. Super generous. And Jared Kelnick is looking good. I would buy in if you can get some of his cards for sure. Alan says, I love you, Schultzy. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Sell me some cellos, bro, says J-Way. I understand. All right, guys. No restock officially happening on Target.com today, but I will be back tomorrow. I'll be hanging out until about 5:10 this morning. 8:10 East Coast time. Brian Lawhorn says, bye, play. I need to get ready for work and try to hit Walmart on my way. Keep up the good work. Wake those cats up tomorrow. We want cards. Have a good day, dude. Brian, thank you so much. Hope you all show up for the giveaway coming up on Thursday as well for the Schultzy's Card Pulls YouTube members. Excited to give that away. A bunch of stuff, actually. Dunk cards to Schultzy. I appreciate the football game recaps. Thank you, man. Glad you like those. Yeah, I try to come prepared, with a little bit to talk about sports card news and then any other sports news as well, because, hey, we're all interested in the same things, right, you guys? Yes, we are. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to run like a giveaway tomorrow, something like that. We'll figure that out. I got something to give away. I got something good. Tommy says, have a great day, Schultzy. Thanks for everything. You are so welcome, Tommy. Thank you, man. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, cool by default and Colorado Cardboard Kings. Thanks again for your generosity, you guys. Oh my goodness, making my day with those donations. Ripping cards is a lot more fun than selling them, in my opinion, says Bader Sports Cards. I mean, I agree with that. Unfortunately, a lot of other people like the money more, and I understand. People looking for that cash, especially, not only going to the holidays, but struggling for the past 18 months or whatever, dealing with the world that we've been dealing with. I mean, I get it, but you guys, it's just the access to the hobby is so limited. If you can't find cards at retail price. It will eventually go away. And sacrificing the long-term health of the hobby for short-term profits isn't good for anybody. It's just not. You hear on Shark Tank all the time, man. Those guys, those investors hate those kind of businesses. They hate those kind of businesses. Dunk Cards says, do a weekly giveaway video. Use a comment picker like 502 Frank does. Oh, yeah. I mean, I do like card giveaways on different videos and then just kind of send singles out. But there's other ways that I can step it up on the giveaways as well. And I still have a major, huge 10,000 subscriber giveaway coming. I have not announced it yet, but I'm going to be opening a huge hobby box to celebrate. I'm going to be giving away a huge hobby box to celebrate my 10,000 sub milestone or whatever you want to call it. So that will be probably announced here soon. Just trying to figure out exactly what I want to rip and what I want to give away. So
Make sure you stick around for that, you guys. The 10,000 subscriber giveaway being announced very soon on the channel. Friend Bug asking, do you think it will still be tomorrow or Thursday? Honestly, I'm not sure. I am not sure exactly what day the sports card drop is going to happen on Target.com. I want to say tomorrow for sure, but then I've also been hearing people saying that it's going to be Thursday, so I cannot say with any certainty. I just can't. It sucks. I wish I could. Fast Eddie P says, huge giveaway on big collectibles this week. Check it out. Fast Eddie P, $5 super chat, dude. Thank you so much, Fast Eddie P, and thank you, man. You're so generous. And yeah, you guys like giveaways, go check out Big Collectibles this week, I guess. That's awesome. Big Collectibles on YouTube. Boom. Target failing us over and over, but Sarge never does. Thanks for your efforts, says the Four Horsemen. You are so welcome, man. I try. Absolutely try, and I will be on for another 15 minutes, you guys. Be on for another 15 minutes. And yeah, like I said, it's going to be awesome. We're going to have something going tomorrow. We'll have a light giveaway going on in the chat. Giveaway, maybe a cello. Maybe, I got to see what I got. Like a blaster box or something like that I gave away too. Miguel T put an article in for a good read. All right, buddy. Sports card news or sports news, always welcome here. Appreciate that. Chris and Danny Novak, Schultzy, how much can you make for a certain number of likes on YouTube? I've always wondered. Well, the likes aren't really what makes you the money on YouTube. You make money from YouTube via the ad money, via memberships, via donations, or spinning your YouTube business into something where you can get like ad money from outside businesses paying you for sponsorship deals. So that's kind of how you do that. The money doesn't really come from the likes. What the likes do is signal to the algorithm that people are enjoying the content, or really not that they're enjoying it, that they're interacting with the content. That's what YouTube's algorithm wants. They want the interaction. They want people coming back over and over and over again. And so the likes kind of signify that. And even dislikes do as well. So, and that is why, once again, everybody and your mother that you see on YouTube is asking for likes all the time. It's not necessarily for the money, although in turn, hopefully, the more likes that they get, YouTube algorithm sees that will push them out further, and then they will get more views, and that's how they get more money. So that's kind of the funnel system and how that works, Chris and Danny Novak, if that makes sense. Dunk Cards has recommendations for 10K giveaway, 19 to 20 status, 2021 Clearly Don Russ, 2021 Recon or NFL XR. Well, I gave away Clearly Don Russ NBA for my 5,000 sub giveaway, so I've already done that one. So I definitely got to do something else. Matt says, I teamed up with two guys I'd always see out hunting. We share info and hits. We hit huge almost every week. 36 optic cellos last week, 36 select hangers yesterday, for example. Two of us rip only. Matt, congratulations. That's huge, dude. Unfortunately, I've teamed up with a bunch of people around me, a bunch of really awesome local guys giving me the info, and I try to exchange it with them. Auto Gods included, one of the mods in here, and in the free Schultzy's Card Pull Discord if you all want to check that out. But even still with that, and even with the the connections that we have amongst the community, there are still flippers near me that have made it a point to try and keep some of these stores on lockdown. So super frustrating. Even, with a community of people trying to let others know, hey, these are when sports cards are restocking, you still see the flippers sinking their hands into stuff and just waiting all over these stores, sometimes for hours at a time. And I don't have the time in my day to wait hours at a time. Absolutely not. Brandon says, Schultzy, what song is this? I like it. I honestly don't know. This is all YouTube. This is like music put up on YouTube by creators that is allowed to play without any connection to like copyrights or anything like that. So I wish I knew, but yeah, man, that's a good song for sure. I agree. King of Cards asking any advice for a small YouTube channel to get more subscribers. Yeah, man, you just got to keep with it. And what I guess what I would say, you guys, to anybody, this is a great question. We got about 10 minutes left for a time on the live stream this morning. I guess a great way to try to get new subscribers on YouTube is and I know a lot of other people say this, but you really do have to understand it, focus on it, is understand your audience and know exactly what they want. And I don't really always know exactly what my audience wants. I attempt to. As you get more and more data on YouTube and you make more and more videos, then you're going to understand, a little bit more what resonates with your audience and what doesn't. But not only try to understand your audience, but in that, see what the current trending topics are, like in sports cards, and be the first one or one of the first ones on YouTube talking about those. I mean, I'm giving you some inside tips here. I'm telling you how to beat me. So, go on. As soon as you hear something break, try to give a detailed and educated opinion about it and break it down in a way that somebody's going to understand it. You sound like you know what you're talking about. And if you do that, and if you hit on the right keywords, that are in like what's trending, and YouTube kind of sees that and puts that with those trending topics, then you will get views. And that in turn will bring you subscribers. So I hope that helps. Just ripping boxes on YouTube. Now, you guys, this might be an unpopular take amongst like sports card rippers, but I've seen it and seeing how like channels go. Unfortunately, starting a channel right now, just ripping boxes isn't necessarily going to be a successful endeavor. That time might have passed because so many people now are doing it. And as opposed to last year, I mean, thousands less were doing it. And when I got in, was around the time when like Ollie Moon Collectibles and Tri-City Pulls got in and Hitman Rips got in. And I think we all kind of got in after watching channels like Phil's Pulls and Jab's family doing what they did. And me personally, I watched LSU Maniac doing what he did a lot. Loved it. Loved the original boombox. That was one of the products that just really got me into ripping cards on YouTube and watching rips on YouTube. I think I watched probably 6 hours worth of original boomboxes be ripped on YouTube, and then was like, you know what? I can do this. I want to start a channel. Epiphany Card Collector says, or be a natural charmer like Schultzy. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I do have charisma. I will very egotistically say that, but that's something that I've known since I was like a little kid. I've always wanted to be on a stage. I've always wanted to be performing, and it's why I want to be a sports radio host as a full-time gig. So that's who I am, man. You really got to be passionate about this. I've taken my lumps, and you guys, even still, trying to make this a successful endeavor, I still have bad days, and I'm gonna have more bad days in the future. I absolutely can promise you that. It's not easy for me. Just because I've hit 10,000 subscribers doesn't mean anything is guaranteed for me. Every channel's different, and I could stop getting views tomorrow, so just because a channel's doing well at a certain point, don't get discouraged. Doesn't mean that your channel's not going to do well. And I know that this doesn't necessarily resonate either, but this really is good advice. Try not to compare your channel to other channels. All you will do is you'll just get caught up in like keeping up with the Joneses, and the Joneses being these other channels, and just trying to see what they're doing. And then all you end up doing at that point is just like trying to copy what they do or match what they do. And if you're only trying to do that after they do it, it's never going to work. Never going to work. So you got to find your niche, you got to find your gig, and you got to find exactly what value you can offer. And it might take you some time to find that. It took me some time, even with like the talents I think I have. So anyways, 2 likes from 500. Hit that like button. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, I'll be on for about 5, 6, 7 more minutes. Jonathan Bremen says, why Walmart has no product except Chronicles, not even display boxes. Very suspicious, in my opinion. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird, man. Fat Packs Hunter says, just pull a huge 1 of 1. A huge 1 of 1 or like a big hit will definitely get you views for a video. But what are you going to follow that up with? That's going to get you 1 video. All right? Huge hits are awesome, you guys, but there's got to be some kind of creativity beyond that to be able to offer up other... I mean, like, look at what Scotty B is doing. Scotty B cards, for instance, if you have not followed him or have not subscribed to Scotty B, Go subscribe to Scotty B Cards. I watch him almost on the daily. His takes and opinions on what's happening in the hobby and, what cards you should be buying, what cards to stay away from, what people are doing, how the hobby's reacting to things. His news updates are some of the best and actually something that I've tried to take from and add a little bit of to my channel. So there's tons of different examples of what you can do out there. Nixon, who are the Joneses that you speak of? I mean, dude, the first 3-4 months of my existence on YouTube, I just tried to copy jabs, and I just tried to copy other channels that I saw, like LSU Maniac, being successful. So you got to do your own thing. Pull the silver Kaboom Tom Brady with print defects by his knee, says Sam. Seems most, if not all, of that card has the same defect. Anyone know if Panini may replace it? I'm not sure. You could try. Yamias has sent it back to Panini Direct. Sucks when you see all those cards just nicked up like hell, man. 5:06 Pacific time, you guys. Past 8 a.m., 8:06 East Coast time. We're getting late into the morning. I know people have stuff to do. Ben says, have a blessed day, buddy. Catch you tomorrow. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ben. Sal says, Scotty B is awesome. He even calculated the amount of cards printed now versus 2013. Exactly. That is one thing. I love Scotty B doing that stuff. Easy says, Schultzy, have a blessed day, baby boy. I will see you bright and early tomorrow. Rise and shine. Heck yeah, man. Thank you, Easy. I appreciate you, buddy. Arcot says, 501 likes, y'all. Guys, thank you so much. All right. We hit our like goal for the day. 500 likes indeed. Heck yeah. Appreciate all of you. Now, we're going to be doing something tomorrow. I'm going to set up a giveaway. I'll figure it out. It'll be awesome. Daniel says my Walmart has tons of Chronicles. Oh, yeah, you can find Chronicles basketball draft picks right now probably anywhere. Neon Rips says I would try to send you Kaboom back to Panini. The worst they will do is send it back. Well, I guess you could try to send it to Panini. Although I don't know how long it's going to take them to handle that issue because their redemptions already take forever. Their customer service has been absolutely slow and terrible. And I've said this a few times that that's an unfortunate thing, guys, with the Fanatics takeover of the sports card game is that we now don't really get to see Panini and Topps have to own up for their terrible customer service of past years. They just kind of get to like slip on out into the ether and fade away once everything is done. And the people that were responsible for those mistakes don't have to learn from them. They can go run other companies and make those same mistakes at other companies and drive them into the ground customer service-wise too. And it sucks. It's not fair. It's not fair to the collector at all. So that is one thing that I don't think is going to be very good coming out of the Fanatics takeover for sports cards. It really just lets Topps and Panini off the hook for their terrible, terrible customer service and Panini's terrible redemption system. And if y'all don't know this, Panini's terrible redemptions, do you know why they are so far behind? This is confirmed, actually, from the same interview that I talked about earlier from the Panini executive that they did with the Sports Card Investor channel on YouTube. A huge, huge one, guys. Sports Card Investors, they got 70,000 subscribers. Go check them out if you have not. They do really great content. But once again, they did an interview with one of the Panini executives right around after last Christmas, and they were talking about the numbers of cards and stuff like that and all kinds of availability issues and really just covering everything in the hobby. And the main reason that this executive said the redemptions were so bad and that they were so far behind and had such a backlog was because the employees sucked, that they had terrible, lazy employees that said that they followed through on stuff that didn't. I mean, isn't that just terrible, you guys? Just crappy employees ended up screwing over the Panini redemption system. They're so far behind still that I'm not sure they're ever going to be able to catch up, and they don't care because now that Fanatics has taken over, they don't care. They just don't freaking care. Cool by Default says, have a blessed day, breakfast time. Heck yeah, man. Thank you so much, Cool by Default, dude. Thank you. S&D Collectibles says, Gary V says, don't worry about likes and subscribers. For sure. Well, Gary V is right about not worrying about subscribers, but you have to worry about likes. The YouTube algorithm literally focuses on likes, and some of the most successful channels that tell you about stuff not to worry about, like Graham Stephan and whatnot, always ask for people to smash that like button. So I'm going to ask people to smash that like button until I can't anymore. Dunk Card says PSA about to open regular services soon. Man, let's hope so, because then I would actually be able to send some cards in and possibly experience grading. Because I was so excited getting back into the hobby and thinking I could get some cards graded, get my first slabs, and then they shut it down and charged $200 a card for the Express, and only allowing that tier to be graded for the last 7-8 months. It's crazy. Dunk Card says dislikes affect the algorithm just as much. Yeah, no, they really do. And in the same way, it's not necessarily a bad way. It's really not. Doc Holiday says a lot of these big businesses do that. They throw their employees under the bus. The employees probably had an insane workload that they can't handle. Doc Holiday, that's valid. I don't disagree with you. However, something happened, and multiple people with the whole redemptions thing, multiple people. It wasn't just like one person, or it wasn't 2 employees. There were multiple levels of quality control issues there. And, maybe Panini doesn't pay their people well. That sucks. But it just, to have that kind of issue screw a company over and redemptions over for years upon years upon years after that, it had to have been either multiple people or some kind of big letdown, and not just like a couple of disgruntled employees. Sal733 says, Schultzy, have a good day, just picked up. Have a good day, work just picked up, see you tomorrow. Yes, Sal? Have fun, man. It sounds like everybody's going to be getting along with their day. So I will get out of here and let you all do so, you guys. Go take care of your wives. Go take care of your husbands. Go take care of your kids. Whatever you got to do. Go to school, go to work, or take care of yourself. Go back to bed if you want to. I appreciate y'all being here this morning. Smash that like button on your way out, you guys. I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully we see a restock on Target.com. It was a fun one. Thank y'all so much, you guys. And I will be back bright and early, 3:45 Pacific time, 6:45 East Coast. It's tomorrow or Thursday. We're definitely going to be seeing a restock. And one question before I go. Chase loves cards. Says, Schultzy, how do you know when Target did an online drop? Well, I've got paid monitors, so I am a part of a group called Card Snipers. They're awesome. And they have monitors attached to not only Target.com, but other websites that let you know when stuff goes live on the back end, when it's out of stock, and then when it's in stock. So that's one of the ways that I know. And then also people just expecting the restocks around this time that are refreshing the websites and that see products come up live on the page that I've got on the Target tracker on Schultzy's card pulls right now. What that does is that shows you what goes in stock as it's happening if you're refreshing. So that's how we know. Tim says, thanks, Schultzy, for everything you do. It's fun watching every morning while I've been in the hospital. It makes me feel better. Oh, my goodness, Tim. I hope you get out of the hospital soon, man. Thank you so much. I'm happy that I can entertain you while you're there, man. I'm there with you in spirit, man. That is a horrible place to be. Nobody likes to be in the hospital, but get better soon, man. Get better soon. Get back home to your comfy bed, okay? I'll be thinking about you. I'll be praying for you. All right, you guys. I'm going to get on out. Thank you all so much again. I will be back tomorrow, like I said, bright and early. Hopefully, we will see a restock soon. Smash that like button on the way out. As I always say, Schultzy's card pulls out. See y'all tomorrow, everybody. Be good to yourselves and each